Hello everyone, this is Ether Dragon and welcome back to another episode of Bloons TV Battles. So I'm almost at 10 million medallions, which means silver projectiles. I don't know. It's just like now at this point I'm getting close to getting silver projectiles, but gold projectiles is like 7.5 times as many medallions. I don't know. But you can see there's ceramic crucible today. So instead of playing games, I'm going to show some games with the new feature in 4.4.1 called Battles TV, which lets you spectate other games going on live, and it also saves the past month's games. I'm not going to go over too much about the features in here because it's kind of glitchy. Like it says no replays found, but there are live games happening. Um, they still gotta iron out some glitches, but the quick play button in the upper left corner lets you go straight to the quick play from the normal screen, so that's kind of cool. But I will be back once I get this working again. All right, so just because oh gosh. Alright, so before we begin here, here's like the layout of the replays and also when the live games are happening. You can see both players' towers, number of attacks, boosts, monkey boosts, and battle energy I think it's called, and their current money and eco, which is pretty cool. And of course their lives and the game time. So this is a game that someone commented about in one of my videos, so it's kind of cool I get to show it because I wasn't recording. And it's quite a short game here, so we're just going to play at normal speed while we talk about shenanigans. And we might talk a bit about the game as we're going along here. So, yeah, summer's pretty much here, and it's actually been quite a busy summer, so unfortunately that's why uploads have been incredibly slow. But it's going to be on and off pretty much for a long time right now, just because this is a busy time of the year still. Apparently, so much work to do. So, yep, uploads will be pretty slow. As for the people who are somehow still subscribed for Minecraft videos, I haven't been able to make them just because my computer has some weird stuff has happened, and now I like run like 20 FPS while recording, which is not nice. So for now, until I can figure out how to optimize my FPS again, Minecraft videos will be on hold. So rip Sky Factory. Alright, so let's go back into the game now. So apparently my opponent had an eco loadout, and I was using Dart Farm Ace, which is what I always do on this map, and I got Sub, which is a pretty nice fourth. So here, doing the classic greed out here. I always greed out on Yin Yang for no reason, and never get the 2 triple darts against pinks, because even with 2 triple darts you will still leak to the pinks because of the AI going in the opposite direction. So you can see my opponent is marginally down on farms, not by a lot, but you'll see that it really doesn't matter in the long run. I just tanked like way too many lives, and that's kind of an interesting strat, Dart Ace Boomer. I can see that being viable. It's just that this map is not really the best for eco because anti-stalling happens so much, but it's not great for farms either. It's kind of weird. So usually on this map, you never really send yellows unless they really have an under-defended defense, because where I just placed my Dart Monkey, put a spike pull on last, and this will defend yellows all day. Not permanently, but it works well. But on this map, if you don't build 3 triple darts like my opponent is here, Regal whites are a huge problem, so you can see them regrowing. This map is so great for regrowing. You can also see I'm a bit up on farms, and I have slightly more eco, which is really not important at this point. But I do have a very lacking defense here. You could send like regen leads with maybe some regen whites or something, cause a lot of trouble, but he's a little focused on defending these this regrow leads. And I know that even though he has boomer so he can defend everything easily, I'm doing this for the eco, to be honest, and maybe make him over defend too much so I can get up on farms like I am now. But it's of course marginal again, not big, because I don't have a good round 13 defense right now. At least need another spike of pulse or a couple more triple darts. But as you can see here, I decided to greed out and use my boost late because I thought I could maybe defend it after the regrow, but too many regrow zebras showed up, so I had to boost there. Pretty smart not going for the rerush here, just because I'll be able to defend that pretty easy. Or he did go for the rerush, but you can see that defends really easily. Just with that extra spike pult because of that increase, it's really good. So, round 15, pretty deadly. I'm still farming because usually a game doesn't go late, so I can afford to use my boost. But even then, like, look at this. Double spike pult with some triple darts, clean up, easy peasy defense. That's why I like this map so much, but the regrow is insane. It's really annoying. You can see that he has quite a lacking defense. I was considering whether to rush him, but I was like, nah, I'll just keep farming, extend my farm lead. Because round 18's coming, and you know, you can get even more ahead if you defend the Moab properly. So spoilers, because you can obviously tell by the top that the game's ending in like 22 seconds. So usually this will defend a Moab once the ceramics are popped, like the Moab here. I'm pretty sure my opponent was gonna die, but just watch. So normally I pop it, the Moab to ceramics, and then I boost, and that usually goes NLL. Apparently, that didn't happen, and so I died, which was kind of awkward because usually that does defend. Maybe that's why I facepalmed there. But yeah, apparently either all the like the Juggernaut or something mistargeted or something, but usually what the boost does is the Juggernaut shreds through the ceramics, and the two spike pults like really take care of the layered, all the balloons that show up because of that shredding. And with the boost it usually defends with this defense, but apparently it doesn't anymore. Or maybe I boosted late, I don't know, but next time, probably get more triple darts. Maybe, I don't know. It's worked before, so no idea what's going on with that. But yeah, let's see if we can get into one more replay here, and then we're going to call it the end of this video. Alright, so this is an interesting game here. My opponent is using Cobra Farm Glue and somehow got Boomer, legendary, for 4th. He's using Cobras here, and this is a cool feature. You can speed up the replay. It's only 2 times though. I wish it was you could maybe set it to like at least 4 times, because some games are like super long and maybe you don't want to watch the early game. But you know, so I was sending a bit of eco to try to get him to upgrade and get a boomer, and that's what he did. And so I'm one of those players that kinda goes for mixed eco, but not really. So here I'm just sending some blues to make sure he gets up his boomer. Sent way too many there, but I was going for that flat 280 eco, only reason why. So I'm just gotta keep farming. Unfortunately, like, I'm really under defending here. Blues layered with pinks are gonna make me leak a ton, but I'm like, I gotta greed with farms. When you're going up against Cobra, especially when they're not going eco, you gotta greed. It's round 7 here, so he sends greens, very nice, right when I upgrade my farm too. I was like, to boost or not to boost? I was like, he didn't send enough greens, so I won't boost. But I do tank a ton of lives, and so I'm getting ready for round 8. My usual defense. Spike Pult's actually kind of nice now with that buff. Because on certain maps you can defend yellows a lot for a lot less. And usually defend NLL. Or tank like 10 lives. It's pretty good. But you can see that if the Spike Pult shoots right, it shoots all the way down the line. So it's pretty nice. Here I'm waiting to see if he's going to send leads, but he doesn't. So I get up another farm for upgrading to my Juggernauts. And so at this point, I might as well slow it down a bit, just to regular speed, just to talk about a bit about what's going on here. So at this point, he has a ton of Cobras, but his weakness is that he has very low eco. And so I'm gearing up for my round 13 defense here. Usually I'll get 2 Spike Pults on top of the Juggernaut, and like 5 triple darts to defend any decent size rush. Sometimes I'm going to have to boost, but on this map it's pretty nice. So we're starting with balloon adjustment here. You know what I didn't realize at first? That his bionic boomer is outside the range of the village. I didn't notice that, but you know, irrelevant. It wasn't really important because all those cobras are under the village, so it's pretty simple to defend. And so now I have my spike pults, and I'm just getting ready to defend balloon adjustment because ceramics are gonna start popping now. It's gonna be bad. So whenever you're just a mini tip, I'm not the best at defending against Cobra, but if you have Dart, just spam a couple Juggernauts to shred the ceramic layer, and then a boatload of Spike-a-Pults in good positions, because they will help shred through all the balloons under it really easily. Right now I don't have enough defense at the moment. Usually the triple darts will clean up, so you want to get a lot of triple darts, but round 18's coming, and on Temple, Moabs are really deadly, very deadly, just because the track is short. The track is so short, jeez. But my opponent, with his low eco already, I don't think he's gonna send a Moab, because he has to also be ready to defend a Moab. I was like, screw it, with boost he'll defend, and there's like really no gain out of it other than getting a single boost out of him when he has 3 left. So I decided to go for the plantation here, and that's when he sends the Moab and some ceramics. And so I'm expecting him to send, so that's why it was kind of greedy of me to go for the Republic, but with boost, defend alright. And then now I'm concerned for a rerush. As you can see, even though he doesn't have full adjustment up, we are defending. We're probably over defending here, to be honest. But yep, just defending nicely. And we also have the ninja as 4th, so we have decent late game help, because he's not gonna last late game. Now I'm just like genuinely curious why he brought glue gun. I imagine the idea is that it works well with honestly I have no idea, like without Boomer, I don't see how the glue gun and Cobra defend well. But here he sends a BFB, which is pretty smart. So I'm just gonna sit around and wait, get a bit of money before selling my farms, so I can get enough money for fan club, and this should defend pretty easy. And so I start building up my farm again. My farms again. Cannot speak today. And I'm just holding on to the fan club a bit so it lasts through all the way, and then rebuild my farms. And so at this point my opponent is already running at low on money, so not looking too good for him. I actually don't know how what my opponent was doing at the end, so I want to see what he was doing. I think I was pretty sure he was sending his UMG, because once I saw he was sending, yep, he sent his UMG. once I saw that he sold a lot of things, and I just like, let's go all out. But by the time that happened, he already died, so GG. But yeah, the it was a little too obvious. He was going for the ZOMG there, selling all his Cobras pretty much. I was like, yep, better go all in. And so I was going to do 3 fast cooldown BFBs and then spam fast cooldown Moabs, and there's pretty much no way for him to defend before the ZOMG gets through my defenses. So yep, GG there. GG for the other game I showed as well. But yeah, that's going to be it for this episode. Thanks for watching. As always, this is Ether Dragon, and hope to see y'all next time. Bye. You know what? Just because I forgot to say something, you're going to watch a derp match in the background. So now with these replays, I'll probably be able to record more videos now, because also another issue I forgot to talk about is that usually nowadays the places I have to record are noisy, which is why I haven't been uploading a lot. And so now these replays allow me to, maybe store some of the games that I play that are good, because I play good people when I'm not recording, and sometimes occasionally I'll win. Usually I'll lose. There's some games where I'll win, probably to some BS or bad playing from the other person, but So here is the classic Waddle Resorts, the battle between Ninja Farm Mortar and Dart Farm Ace. Although, oh wait, are the tower loadouts backwards? That might be what it was. Okay, so on the previous match, the guy didn't choose Glue Gunner. I was a little confused by that. So it's flipped. That's kind of weird. I really don't understand that, I guess, to make it like all symmetrical, but that makes it more confusing, to be honest. But yeah, this map's a little ridiculous. So here, got a little tied up on money, and couldn't afford both the 3 triple darts and 1 spike bolt to defend both the regrow yellows and the yellows and regrow whites. So here I'm able to defend, and I do a little rush. I don't do the signature round 11 rush, but getting ready for round 13 as always. And the ridiculous part is that apparently okay, was that some serious lag, or did I not leak those lives? Okay, a little interesting there. Batteries overheating, rip. So that if I remember correctly, I played this really bad. My opponent sent some ceramics, which is kind of interesting. It kind of worked, other than the fact that I could spam a ton of triple darts. And so I'm really getting ahead here on farms, but he goes for a nice little combo rush here. But I clean up with a ton of triple darts, which is nice. So he sends a Moab, so I spam the triple darts out of me, and there seems to be a lot of lag, because you can see that I'm like leaking a ton of lives, aren't I? So he gets up his factory before me, but I see he's like really under defending, and so I was like, ah, screw it, let's go for the factory. And so I have a ridiculous defense here, but my opponent be not looking too good after I send this BFB here, and layering it with regrow leads, which is always great. Even like one of the best rushes to do against versus mortar and ninja defense is late game, like sending a BFB or Moab and layering with leads. I like doing regrow leads when they don't have the world's best lead defense. If they just have like a 2-3 mortar, they're gonna struggle really hard. And so that can kill a lot of people, like even if they have like 3-4 balloon jutsus and they boost. If they don't get rid of the leads and all the balloons associated with the leads, then the BFB can pretty much walk through if you have enough money to keep sending. So yeah, just a little tip. Anyways, now is the end of the video, so thanks for watching. As always, this is Ether Dragon, and hope to see you all next time. Bye.